Okay, so I'm going to try and make this quick because the last video was like 15 minutes. So I just got back from my Kyoto trip. It was awesome. I'm sleep deprived and I should go to bed soon because I just got home, like locked in the door about 10 minutes ago. So, or more than that. But anyway, it was great. It was beautiful. It was wonderful. It was great. So for some highlights, first of all, it was supposed to rain all weekend and I was really sad. So I went online and got directions for this little man. He's called a teru bozu. He's made of tissue. And what you do is if you don't want it to rain, you hang him up outside like this. And it's supposed to keep the rain away. Well, apparently this little guy did his job because it only really rained on us Sunday night, which was not so bad. And then, but it did drizzle, and it was kind of cloudy and gross all Monday. But it didn't really rain on us, like debilitating, oh my god, I'm soaked rain. So that was great. So he did his job, and I took him down. I don't know if you're supposed to take them down, but I took him down. And so anyway, let's see. Friday we went up on the Shinkansen, which would have been great, except I was so tired that we got on the Shinkansen. I was like, yay, Shinkansen! For like the rest of the trip. And then we got there, and I went to have coffee before my tour because Brian went to have lunch with friends. And I met these nice ladies who were very awesome. And then I went on my tour, which is great. I saw the giant Buddha, the Daibutsu, in Nara. And it's in like this largest wooden building in the world. It was beautiful and pretty, and the deer tried to eat my sweater and my butt because I had crackers and they're vicious. Usually they're sweet and they're like, oh, I love you. Oh, you have crackers. But anyway, and then we went to a shrine with lots and lots of lanterns. Yay. And then Friday night we really didn't do anything. We just kind of went back to we had a hostel. And we went, and then Saturday was beautiful. Saturday we went to the Fushimi Inari Shrine, which is in Inari. And it's dedicated to the god Inari, which, if I remember correctly, is the god of rice. It's also kind of dedicated to foxes, because foxes, the kitsune, like this kind of one of the Shinto things in Japan. And I got this little guy. Isn't he cute? He's cute. Yay. I think that's supposed to be rice, but yay, I like him. And it was beautiful. We walked around there for like 3 hours. And we had to pull Brian's suitcase because we couldn't find a locker for it at the station. But it was still beautiful and wonderful, and I have tons of pictures. Saturday night, we went and had dinner with Brian's friends in Omihachimon. That was fun. And although it was me and Brian spoke English, and there was one girl who spoke a little English. And so it was kind of hard for me. But the food was really good, and the people were really nice. And then Sunday, we went and saw the Ginkakuji, which is the silver pavilion, which is not actually covered in silver. They were going to, but apparently the man who was building it, his wife was like, no, you've spent too much money, stop. So they didn't. And it's actually kind of ugly from up close. But it was still pretty. Like the gardens and everything are pretty. And then we also went, and we were going to go see another temple, but we decided to take the Path of the Philosopher. And 2 hours and several miles later, we realized that the Path of the Philosopher goes all the way around Kyoto. So we ended up not going. Instead, we went and got massages, which were awesome. Oh, my God. And because my feet were killing me. Oh, my God, I was going to die. And then we went and checked into our hostel, and then we went and had dinner, and we invited this young woman from Korea who's here studying Japanese language and culture. She didn't speak English, but we kind of used Brian like a translator. It was good. And so that was nice. The hostel the second night was interesting because it was a dorm style, and there were like 7 other people in the room. But it was fun. It was a good experience. And then today, we took the all-day tour of Kyoto, which went to the Nijo Castle, which is famous for its nightingale floors, which are the floors that when you step on them, they make a kind of a creaking noise. And when it's a bunch of people walking, it sounds like birds singing. They're done with a lever, kind of woo, like this, and then and this part's hooked into the floor, and then whenever anyone steps, it kind of bends and it creaks. Brilliant. And it's really famous because like all of the paintings in there are originals. And I got a book because they have much better photographs than I could have taken because it was too dark. And then we went to the Kinkakuji, which is the golden pavilion, which is actually covered in 20 kilos of gold leaf. Beautiful. And then we went to where did we go then? We went to the Imperial Palace, which is pretty. But I mean, I don't know. It wasn't. Maybe in the summer it's a little more beautiful, but I mean, it was pretty, but it wasn't like, oh, beautiful, wonderful. It's more like historical and kind of awe-inspiring because of all the things that have happened there. But it was pretty. And then we had lunch, and then we went and saw the, I think, Hiein Shrine, which is a Shinto shrine. And then we went and saw Sanju Sangendo, which is famous because it has 1001 statues carved, all of them hand-carved, wooden statues of Kannon, which I can't figure out if that's supposed to be the Buddha or a Bodhisattva. They weren't real clear on that. I have a book. I just haven't had time to read it yet that I got there. Again, better pictures than I could have taken. Also, you're not really supposed to take pictures of some of them because they're like sacred, which is all good. I respect that. And then finally we went to Kiyomizu, which is this famous Shinto shrine, and we wandered around. It's beautiful, and we wandered around there, and it was really pretty. And I drank the sacred water that's supposed to like bring you good luck and stuff. And we only got missed it on, like I said, a little bit this afternoon, but it wasn't bad. It was overall very great, wonderful. I had a great time. I have over 230 pictures, and those are the 230 pictures after I already went through and deleted all the bad ones. So yeah, I have almost a gig of pictures on my camera. It's crazy. And those I'll post later. Anyway, I think I have rambled long enough. Oh, one quick little anecdote. So I'm from the South. I'm from Texas, and I've spent the last 4 years in College Station, where if a woman gets on a train, or girl, or whatever you want to call them, gets on a train or a bus, and there's no seats, a man will get up and give her his. Here in Japan, if a couple, like no matter how old they are, young, middle-aged, old, gets on a train and there are no seats and one seat opens up, the man's the one who sits down. It just blows my mind. Cultural thing, whatever, blows my mind. Today, we got on the Yamanote line during rush hour, no less. And I was standing there, and this man stood up and kind of tapped me, and I thought that meant he wanted to get by, so I went to move, and he's like, no, sit. And I was like, did a Japanese man just offer me his seat? Wow, I was really impressed, because just didn't think it would happen. So I sat down, and I was like shocked. I was just like, wow. But it was a lot of fun. So good times. I'm exhausted. I want to go to bed, and I'm sore. I think I'm going to go take a hot bath and then go to bed. And my house is messy, but I don't really care. So I have lots of nifty pictures, and I'll get those posted so you can go look. Anyway, your fact for the day. So it's vaguely educational. If you hear something referred to as, a blah, 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 the Heian shrine, it's Shinto. Shrine is always Shinto in Japan. If you hear it referred to as the Sanju Sangendo temple, it's Buddhist. Temples are always Buddhist in Japan. Found that interesting. And Kyoto has right around 1,500 Buddhist temples and over 500 Shinto shrines. Alone. Kyoto alone. Not Japan. Kyoto. Crazy. Anyway, I'll let y'all all go. I love you very much. Bye-bye.